Welcome back to Gardening with Portia. I've been in the garden all day, all morning, and I'm gonna wrap it up. But real quick, just to give you an update, remember my two hibiscus? These are tropical hibiscus that I moved from the front of my house to the walkway. This one looks like it's trying. I see a little green stems coming up, but this baby is taking off. See, I got flowers trying to bloom. It's dark and green, so she's bouncing back for me. I got lemon balm at the bottom. I done harvest this lemon balm at least 1 or 2 times within the last month, and she's spreading. This one, I'm not sure what's going on with it. As you can tell, this is just giving me a run for my money, but I did fertilize it yesterday, so let's hope its greenery bounced back for me. Took y'all on a journey when I redid my front yard, and I got my white bird of paradise shooting up. My elephant ears that I planted from bulb is getting big. Look at them. I forgot the name of these purple flowers, but they're ground covers, and look how big it spread it out in my front yard. My canvas are coming back. They die and they come back. Those are the pink ones. And then I got the ghost peppers. We just harvested these about 2 days ago. Sweet ghost peppers, and look, they're coming back. My red rose. I just fertilized my, I want to say this is an elephant ear, but it's another name for it. Because as you can tell, she's turning yellow. So I did fertilize her and pulled some weeds up around her. So let's see if she can bounce back for me. My white bird of paradise. This is the other side. Now this side of, there she goes. That's what she looks like. This side of my house gets way more sun than the side I just showed you. I mean, way too much sun. So this side I water a lot more than that side, but as you can tell, my purple flowers are not sprouting as big as the ones on the other side, and it could be the heat as well. Walking up into my vegetable garden is all my herbs at the bottom. If you haven't checked out that video, I did a video for the oregano, how I harvested, cleaned it, dried it out. I hung some and dehydrated some. This is my new baby. She is, which one is she? My new oregano. I just watered her, so she was looking a little dry. My Texas sage, that's a herb that's coming back. And my grapevine. I have maybe like 1 or 2 clusters hidden in here, but my pride and joy was my first one right here. And as you can tell, they are purple. I don't know if y'all can see it, but they're turning purple. I am so excited about that. I keep it covered so the birds won't get it, nor my daughter. I'm hiding food from my daughter, y'all. I hurt with my Adalia. I mean, this one's still alive, but we had got a whole lot of rain, and it flooded this pot, and I didn't realize it till the last minute. When I came out here, this pot was full of water. I pulled some of the water out, but doing that loosened the roots, and my biggest Adalia fell over. So the bulb is still down below, the root bulb, but here's the other one, the other 2 that was in there. So they're slowly coming up. I am a little upset with that. All morning, all I seen was wasses in my garden. I'm okay with bees, but I don't know where these wasses coming from. Got to be careful. Here's a tomato, and she has some tomatoes on her. I need to stake her up. That's my cabbage. My carrots are doing good. I put some potatoes in here because by the time my turnips, my cabbage, and carrots, and I got some kohlrabies. By the time these harvest and be out of here, then this bed can be for potatoes. Here's some more. These are super sweet cherry tomatoes right here. I have plenty of flowers too. There's my knockoff rose. Couple of more banana peppers coming. I only have 2 banana plants, but I promise you they have been giving me a great harvest. This right here is my Thai basil. She done got big. I mean, I'm clipping her because she's trying to flower on me. So I clip this. I don't want her to flower, go to seed quite yet. Because that's what she's trying to do. But she done got big and bushy. Another tomato. That's a paste tomato. Purple basil. She's doing good. Bell pepper. China. I go 1. And then I got a baby. Somewhere in there I got a baby. Whew, it's hot out here. This is a spinach and it has flowered. Not sure what kind of spinach it was, but it flowered. I got it from like a local nursery and I didn't tag it like I should have. So she's flowering. I'm gonna collect the seeds for next season. That's a pepper. We're here in like the first week of June in Central Florida. My okra and my beans bed. Okra flower there. I got another one. My okra, we've been harvesting okra like crazy. Yes, we have. In this Pacific bed, as you can see it, I don't know if you guys can see it. So bright out here, but the sun beams directly on this bed. Okra loves sun, so does beans. So here, I have some beans here, and I had to put a trellis up because my okra is not growing faster than the beans. So I see some aphids on my beans, so I need to spray that. But my beans are just taking off, so I had to put a trellis here and let it trellis up. But then if you can see, I have beans coming through there and they're wrapping around the okra. I wanted them to wrap around the okra, but they're getting taller than the okra, so I have to put a stick or some kind of trellis method so they can continue climbing. And I have some mixed lettuce. Through all this sun, it's still here. We eat it, feed it to the rabbit. I think this is the lettuce I'm gonna stick with because the romaine lettuce bolts on me so fast. I mean, I probably get one good harvest and it bolts on me, so it goes to seed. So I think I'm gonna stick with that lettuce. Over here we have purple okra. I'm waiting till they get their true leaves, and I'll stick them in the ground with the okra bed. In the okra bed, these are Mayberry starters. I got a branch from someone and I cut them, put a little root hormone at the bottom of them and plant it in soil. I only need one tree, but I planted all 4. Hopefully out of 4, 1 comes up for me. I didn't want to take the chance just to plant 1, so I'll give y'all the update on the Mayberry tree that I have trying to come up. Central Florida, you know that they pulled fertilizers from the store. You can no longer buy fertilizer in any retail store or order online here in Central Florida. So the fact that I've been trying to find a way without spending money, period, in the garden, I have been collecting my rabbit poop and I have been putting it in water, sitting it in there, and then in the house I have a bottle with banana peels and water, sitting that in there. So that will be all the fertilizer I will be using for the next 6 months. I do have a small bag of bone meal in my shed, but I will use that to fertilize all my beds for my fall garden. My mint grow bag is doing good. I just moved her, but I have potatoes growing in her. I cannot believe it. I thought I harvested all the potatoes and I guess I didn't. But I have potatoes, of course, mint. So it's roughly like 11:30. So my plants looking droopy and down. They're not dead, but it done got hot. So this is what they do when it gets hot. But those are tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. I think I have at least 1 or 2 tomatoes on each one of my tomato plants. So it's safe to say the tomatoes is taking off. And I did come out here and check them again. I think my last video I showed y'all I had a problem, an insect problem. Some was eating my tomatoes. But those are sweet peppers and they're budding up. If you can see it, it's so hot out there now. These are my sugar baby watermelons. And I seen a flower on her, even though it's a male flower because it's a stem at the end and not a fruit. I'm very excited at my sugar baby watermelon. And I have one over there. Last year I didn't trellis them. I let them run in this whole bed here. But I had like 3 different watermelons going on in this bed. This year I just wanted to try one kind, and I'm gonna try to trellis them since they're small variety watermelons and see how that goes, just to keep them off the ground. Lemon is growing new leaves, so she's growing, but I'm almost certain I'm not gonna get any fruit off her this season. I just harvest collard greens. In between collard greens are cantaloupes, and they're sprouting. I have cantaloupes over here that's coming up. I plant them, and then if they grow, they grow. But if they don't, I'm hoping to get 1 or 2 plants. I may even cut down to maybe 3 plants in this area. But I just need something to grow, so I just planted a bunch to hope for the best. This is my asparagus bed. So these asparagus at the end I planted these last year and they're coming up. These are the ones I planted this year. I decided to make asparagus bed. So this whole bed is my asparagus bed. I got some sweet potato slips and stuck it in that bag, and it's doing what it do. There's really nothing going on in this bed. I got to redo this bed actually, but What's on that trellis is asparagus beans, but they're about done. So I'm actually going to redo this bed. I might put corn here again. I'm not sure, but I'll save that project for another day. Here's my mini bed. It's not mini no more, huh? So I got chocolate cherry tomatoes. Ooh, that sun went down, y'all. Yes, just stay right there. And as you can tell, we've been eating off of it, and it is full of fruit and flowers. Then I got the sunflowers that are stretched out. And I have the mini cucumbers that is full of flowers. I just cleaned this up a little. They were all over the place. I had to clean it up just a little, but I didn't want to disturb it too much. Here's my sweet potato bed. This is the home for the sweet potatoes. I just didn't want to confuse myself because I planted these around the same time, and I didn't want to put any more slips in here and then not know what is what. So this will be the bed I harvest first, and I probably won't harvest this until what we're in June, September. So this is that bed. This is my new baby. I got the wood from Home Depot, 70% off. I got to level it off, but this is my new bed. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in it. I just needed another bed. How about that? But this is my new baby. I will probably finish her sometime this week. I'm not sure, y'all. I got this far, though. I haven't even really figured out what I want to put in her yet, so add one more bed to the collection. This is my new baby. I got the wood from Home Depot, 70% off. I got to level it off, but this is my new bed. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in it. I just needed another bed. How about that? But this is my new baby. I will probably finish her sometime this week. I'm not sure, y'all. I got this far, though. I haven't even really figured out what I want to put in her yet, so add one more bed to the collection. This bed, as you can see, I got yellow squash here, zucchini over there, and in the middle I planted 2 gingers right here. They haven't came up yet. It's been about 2 weeks, but it takes ginger forever to come up anyway. But I got ginger there. My orange tree, it was looking like this, y'all, believe it or not. I thought she was dead. I actually need to get some and cut this off because she's dead. There's no life in that. So I actually need to cut that off. But look, she came back. Dark green, healthy. She was all ate up. Like, I don't know if it was aphids got a hold to her, but I had been spraying her with some neemic oil, checking on her, breaking off the dead, breaking off the dead stems. See, that's dead. Trying to get her to bounce back, and she did, y'all. Let me show y'all. She doing so good. Look, we have flowers. Where there's flowers, there's fruit. Look at it. And then we have some over here. So I'm excited about that. I really thought she was dead. And I had chopped off all the dead leaves, sprayed her with neemic oil, watered her, and she bounced right back. We're just stepping into banana season, but it doesn't look like I will be getting bananas this year. She's growing, she's getting up there. She's healthy, but it looks like I have another year before I get me some bananas. But my pineapple is doing good, and it looks like I have another year before I get dragon fruit. I did clip one of these dragon fruits, and I trying to propagate it in my kitchen right now. But it's growing, it's healthy, but I don't see nowhere where fruit is coming. So yeah, I don't know. It looked like it'll be another year before I get fruit for my dragon fruit, and that's the yellow dragon fruit. Like my hibiscus, it took them forever to bounce back. I'm so glad I didn't pull them and throw them away. But my cherry tree, I moved this, it got to be almost 8 months ago, y'all. And she's not trying to do nothing for me. I trimmed her, I watered her, I fertilized her. I break her stem off, it's still green. She looks okay, but I'm gonna give her to like September, October. And if she's not trying to do nothing, I'm just gonna pull her and get me another cherry plant. Because me and my daughter liked the cherries. Lemongrass is taking off per usual. Look. Aren't they so beautiful? Sunflowers. And I have more coming in. And another elephant here. Like I said, it was just a quick update. Not really details. It's the beginning of June. I've been working. I've been putting in a lot of hours at work, guys, which I wouldn't say I've been neglecting my garden, but I haven't been putting as much time and energy as I normally do. I'm doing just the basics just to keep up with my yard and make sure it's clean and everything's okay. But I will get back out here, get into it. Really not much, to be honest with you, to do besides pull a little weeds that I have growing on. I need to start watering certain areas a little bit more than others. I just planted some seed grass, sprinkled seed grass in my yard to see if I can bring back my grass, because I do not water my grass. I will come out here and water my vegetable garden and my front yard garden bed. I do not water my grass. So I put some seeds down and now I'm watering my grass to get that back going. My pear cactus is doing okay. She's spreading too. I'm glad I put her here. I thought she would be going up, but she looks like she's spreading out. So I'm glad I cleaned up around the base of her and gave her more space, because she's definitely coming out. But thanks for watching. If you like it, the video, or me, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. I'm new to the gardening. I'm learning as I go. So I've been writing down a lot of information and keeping track of what's what grows where. So in the next couple of videos I will have more details, from starting from seed to the soil I use to sprout the seeds, to the soil I put in my raised beds, how I build my raised beds, how often do I fertilize my raised beds. So the next couple of videos won't be so detailed, but I'm trying to get the information right for you guys. I hate to give people false information. Yes, your zone may vary. I'm in Central Florida, so what may work in Central Florida just probably won't work for you guys that's up in New York somewhere, or California. But if you like gardening, you want to learn how to grow your own food, you can do it. working a 9 to 5. You can do it if you got one child. You can do it if you got 6 kids. You can do it if you got your own business. You can do it right here in the city. It can be done. It's a little time, just like anything else. It needs a little of your time, a little of your attention. Everything's not going to jump off, but that's a good thing because you can learn from it. So that next season you get better at it. But even if you don't have the energy to get out here and do it yourself or have the energy to research it, follow me on my channel and see how I do it and see how I grow it. And maybe later on down in life, when you decide that you want to take off, you'll have some ideas on what to do and what not to do. And I'll catch y'all on the next video with Gardening with Portia.